Unlock a Better You, How to Get Better Every Single Day, written and published by Echoes of Empowerment. Introduction. Every single day is an opportunity to evolve, to grow, and to become the best version of yourself. But true transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens through consistent, intentional action. The secret to lasting change isn't found in sudden breakthroughs or fleeting motivation. It's in the small, daily choices that shape who you become. Success, happiness, and self-mastery aren't reserved for a select few. They are available to anyone willing to take control of their habits, mindset, and actions. The key lies in embracing a journey of continuous self-improvement, where even the smallest progress compounds into remarkable results over time. In this powerful journey, you'll discover 7 essential principles that will help you unlock a better you, step by step, day by day. Each principle is designed to guide you toward greater self-discipline, resilience, and clarity, helping you break past limitations and step into the life you truly desire. Chapter 1. The Power of Daily Micro-Wins. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's not about making drastic shifts all at once. It's about making small, consistent improvements that add up over time. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't see results instantly, but with daily care, water, sunlight, and patience, the seed eventually grows into a strong tree. The same principle applies to personal growth. One of the most powerful ways to transform your life is by embracing the concept of micro-wins, small, daily victories that build momentum and lead to lasting change. Instead of overwhelming yourself with huge goals that feel impossible to achieve, focus on tiny improvements. Imagine improving just 1% every day. It may not seem like much in the moment, but over time, these small steps create massive transformation. A single drop of water doesn't fill a bucket instantly, but consistent drops over time make a significant impact. The key is to set small, achievable goals and celebrate progress, no matter how minor. If your goal is to read more, don't force yourself to finish an entire book in one sitting. Start with just 5 minutes of reading a day. If you want to wake up earlier, begin by setting your alarm just 10 minutes earlier, rather than making a drastic shift. If you struggle with stress, take a moment of mindfulness every day. Just 1 minute of deep breathing can help reset your mind. These small wins might seem insignificant at first, but they train your brain for success. Each small victory builds confidence and reinforces the belief that you are capable of progress. Over time, these habits stack up, and before you know it, you've transformed your daily routine, your mindset, and ultimately, your life. Remember, progress isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Even if you stumble, what matters is getting back up and continuing forward. Growth happens when you commit to improving just a little bit every single day. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how these micro-wins create a ripple effect that leads to a better, stronger, and more successful you. Chapter 2. Master your mindset. Reprogram your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. The way you think about yourself, your abilities, and your future directly impacts what you achieve in life. If your mind is filled with negativity, doubts, and self-criticism, it becomes nearly impossible to make progress. But when you learn to reprogram your thoughts and cultivate a growth mindset, you unlock the ability to improve every single day. Think of your mind as a garden. If you constantly plant negative thoughts, such as, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," those thoughts will take root and grow, making you doubt yourself even more. But if you consciously plant positive, empowering thoughts, such as "I am capable," or "I can learn and improve," you create a mindset that fuels progress. The key is to be intentional about the way you speak to yourself. Start by identifying limiting beliefs, the negative thoughts that hold you back. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," pause and challenge that thought. Ask yourself, why do I believe this? Is this really true? Have others overcome similar challenges? More often than not, these beliefs are just mental roadblocks that can be changed. Replace them with empowering affirmations like, "I am learning and growing every day," or "I am capable of handling challenges." Another powerful way to reprogram your mindset is by embracing failure as part of growth. Many people see failure as proof that they aren't good enough. But in reality, failure is one of the best teachers. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and come back stronger. Instead of fearing failure, welcome it as part of the journey. When you shift your perspective, you stop avoiding challenges and start seeking growth opportunities. Your mindset also determines how you handle difficult situations. When faced with setbacks, people with a fixed mindset give up, while those with a growth mindset look for solutions. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, train yourself to see them as stepping stones. If you face rejection, don't let it define you. Ask, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? Reprogramming your mindset is a daily practice. The more you feed your mind with positive, constructive thoughts, the more you create a reality that aligns with your goals. Start today. Speak to yourself with kindness. Challenge negative thoughts and embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Over time, this mindset shift will help you unlock a stronger, more confident, and unstoppable version of yourself. Chapter 3. Build unshakable discipline through daily habits. Motivation can get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Many people rely on motivation to take action, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. The real secret to improving every single day is building strong, consistent habits that push you forward, even when you don't feel like it. Think of discipline like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. At first, forming new habits might feel difficult, but with repetition, they become automatic. Just like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes, discipline can become second nature when you train yourself through daily routines. The first step in building discipline is identifying the key habits that will lead to the life you want. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become? What daily actions will help me get there? What small habits can I start today to move in that direction? Once you have clarity, start by focusing on just one or two small habits. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to change everything at once. If you want to become healthier, start by drinking more water and walking 10 minutes a day. If you want to become more productive, start by planning your day the night before. Small, consistent actions create long-term success. Another key to discipline is eliminating distractions and temptations that make it easier to quit. If you want to read more but your phone keeps distracting you, place it in another room while you read. If you're trying to wake up earlier, put your alarm clock across the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. Make it easier to stick to good habits and harder to fall into bad ones. Most importantly, stay committed even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means showing up every day, regardless of how motivated you feel. There will be days when you don't want to exercise, work on your goals, or follow your routine. But those are the days that matter the most. Pushing through discomfort and staying consistent is what separates success from failure. Building unshakable discipline doesn't mean being perfect. It means staying committed, even if you slip up. If you miss a day, don't miss two. Get back on track immediately. Over time, disciplined habits will shape your identity, and before you know it, you'll be on your way to unlocking a stronger, more focused, and better version of yourself every single day. Chapter 4. Develop resilience by embracing discomfort. Growth never happens inside your comfort zone. If you want to unlock a better version of yourself, you must be willing to face discomfort, challenges, and setbacks. The strongest, most successful people in the world aren't those who had an easy path. They are the ones who embrace difficulties and use them as fuel for growth. Think of resilience like a muscle. Just like lifting heavier weights in the gym strengthens your body, pushing through challenges strengthens your mind. Every time you overcome an obstacle, you train yourself to handle bigger challenges in the future. This is how you build mental toughness and unshakable confidence. One of the biggest mistakes people make is avoiding discomfort. They fear failure, rejection, or struggle, so they stay in their safe zone. But avoiding challenges doesn't protect you. It keeps you stuck. The truth is, discomfort is not your enemy. It's a sign that you're growing. The more you lean into it, the stronger you become. Start by changing your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as a setback, see it as a lesson. Every mistake, rejection, or challenge is teaching you something valuable. Instead of saying, "I failed," say, "I learned." The faster you accept and learn from difficulties, the quicker you grow. Another way to develop resilience is by exposing yourself to small doses of discomfort daily. This could be waking up earlier, taking cold showers, doing difficult workouts, or having uncomfortable conversations. These small challenges train your mind to handle discomfort without fear. Over time, your ability to face adversity will strengthen, and you'll realize that most challenges are not as scary as they seem. Life will always throw unexpected challenges your way, but when you develop resilience, you become unbreakable. No matter what happens, you'll have the strength to adapt, learn, and move forward. Remember, the path to unlocking your best self is not about avoiding discomfort. It's about facing it head-on and using it to become stronger than ever. Chapter 5. Elevate your environment for success. The environment you surround yourself with plays a huge role in your growth. Whether you realize it or not, your physical surroundings, the people you interact with, and the content you consume have a powerful impact on your mindset, productivity, and success. If you want to unlock a better version of yourself, you must start by curating an environment that supports your goals and encourages your personal growth. Think of your environment as the fuel that powers your engine. If you're surrounded by negativity, distractions, and clutter, it will be harder to focus and stay motivated. But if you create an environment that aligns with your vision, it becomes easier to stay on track and take consistent action. One of the first areas to address is your physical space. A cluttered, chaotic environment can leave you feeling overwhelmed and unproductive. Start by organizing your space, whether it's your home, office, or workspace. A clean, organized environment helps clear your mind, reduce stress, and improve focus. Consider creating a designated area for work or study, free from distractions, where you can concentrate fully on your tasks. A tidy, intentional space fosters clarity and creativity. Next, take a close look at the people you surround yourself with. Your circle of friends, family, and colleagues influences your mindset and actions. If you're constantly around people who are negative, unsupportive, or who don't share your values, it will be harder for you to grow. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and encourage you to become your best self. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life, but rather seeking out relationships that help you thrive. Another important aspect of your environment is the content you consume. In today's world, it's easy to get lost in social media, news, and entertainment that don't contribute to your growth. Pay attention to the content you're engaging with. Are you reading books that expand your knowledge? Are you listening to podcasts or watching videos that inspire you? Or are you spending your time on mindless scrolling or negative news? Make a conscious effort to fill your mind with positive, uplifting, and growth-oriented content. This will help you stay motivated, informed, and aligned with your goals. Consider the energy you bring into your environment. Your mindset and attitude are contagious, and they can influence the atmosphere around you. If you approach each day with positivity, gratitude, and a willingness to contribute, you create an environment that invites success. Be mindful of the energy you bring into interactions and situations. The more you elevate your own energy, the more you attract positivity and growth. By elevating your environment, your physical space, relationships, content, and energy, you create the conditions for success. When your surroundings align with your vision, it becomes easier to take focused action, stay motivated, and unlock a better version of yourself every day. Start today by making small changes to your environment and watch how they positively impact your growth. Chapter 6. Prioritize energy management over time management. In today's fast-paced world, time management is often seen as the key to success. We all hear advice about how to manage our time effectively, but there's one crucial element that often gets overlooked: energy management. It's not enough to simply organize your schedule. You need to prioritize how you manage your energy to stay productive, focused, and motivated throughout the day. When you manage your energy wisely, time becomes more effective and you show up as your best self for every task. Think of your energy as a battery. Throughout the day, this battery drains as you use it, but it also needs to be recharged to function properly. If you deplete your energy without taking the time to recharge, your productivity and mental clarity will suffer. However, if you manage your energy by balancing effort with rest, you can sustain high levels of focus and performance. Energy is the real fuel that drives you to success, so it's essential to understand how to preserve, renew, and use it wisely. One of the first steps to managing your energy is identifying what drains and what replenishes you. Some activities or people can leave you feeling exhausted or stressed, while others can make you feel revitalized and motivated. For example, scrolling through social media or attending toxic meetings may drain your energy, while going for a walk, meditating, or spending time with loved ones may replenish it. Take note of how different activities affect your energy levels and make adjustments to your daily routine accordingly. Start by creating a morning routine that sets the tone for the rest of your day. Your energy levels are highest in the morning, so it's crucial to use this time for activities that fuel you. Whether it's exercising, eating a healthy breakfast, or taking time for mindfulness, make sure you're doing something that boosts your energy right from the start. This sets a positive and energized tone for the rest of your day. Also, pay attention to your sleep quality. If you're not getting enough rest, or if your sleep is poor quality, your energy will be drained from the start. Sleep is a crucial part of energy management, as it is when your body and mind recover and recharge. Prioritize a consistent sleep schedule, avoid blue light from screens before bed, and create a peaceful sleep environment to ensure you wake up feeling refreshed and energized. Throughout the day, identify times when your energy naturally dips. Many people experience an energy slump in the afternoon, often after lunch. This is a perfect time to take a break. Stepping away from work, getting some fresh air, or doing a short physical activity like stretching or walking can recharge your battery and restore your focus. Similarly, recognize your peak energy hours. Some people are most focused in the morning, while others feel their energy peak in the afternoon. Align your most demanding tasks with these energy peaks to ensure maximum productivity. It's also essential to manage your energy by practicing self-care and stress management. Constant stress and pressure can drain your energy over time, making you feel burnt out and unmotivated. To counteract this, implement stress-relieving activities into your daily routine. This could include deep breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, journaling, or any other practice that helps you release tension and reset. Don't wait until you're completely drained to take a break. Schedule small moments of rest and relaxation throughout your day. Nourishing your body is a key part of energy management. Eating a balanced diet with nutritious foods provides your body with the fuel it needs to perform at its best. Avoid relying on quick fixes like caffeine or sugary snacks, as they may provide a temporary boost, but will ultimately lead to an energy crash. Instead, focus on whole foods that provide sustained energy, such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Limit distractions that drain your energy. Constantly checking your phone, responding to emails, or multitasking can overwhelm your mind and deplete your mental energy. Try to limit distractions by setting clear boundaries for when and how you'll engage with technology. Focus on one task at a time and dedicate time blocks to work without interruptions. This way, you'll preserve your mental energy and stay more focused and efficient in the long run. When you manage your energy instead of just your time, you become more intentional about how you direct your focus and effort. You stop forcing yourself to work when you're drained and start recognizing when it's time to rest and recharge. By consistently balancing activity with recovery, you'll have more sustained energy, improved performance, and greater well-being. Remember, time may be finite, but by managing your energy, you unlock the potential to accomplish more with less stress and greater success. Chapter 7. Commit to lifelong learning and evolution. The journey to a better you is never truly finished. Once you achieve one goal, there's always another challenge to tackle, another lesson to learn, and another skill to develop. The key to unlocking your fullest potential is embracing the mindset of lifelong learning and committing to continuous evolution. Growth is not a destination, but a journey, and the more you open yourself to learning, the more you evolve into the person you are meant to become. At the core of lifelong learning is the recognition that you are never done improving. There's always more to discover about yourself, the world around you, and the way you interact with it. Embracing this mindset allows you to stay curious, humble, and adaptable, all of which are critical in the fast-paced world we live in. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, see them as opportunities to learn something new. Every experience, whether good or bad, can teach you something valuable. Start by shifting your focus from achieving perfection to embracing progress. Perfection is an illusion. There's always room for growth, no matter how skilled or knowledgeable you become. If you constantly chase perfection, you'll always feel like you're falling short. But when you focus on progress, on taking small, consistent steps forward, you allow yourself the freedom to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from them. This is the essence of lifelong learning, being open to the process of growth and knowing that you can improve with time and effort. One powerful way to commit to lifelong learning is to never stop reading. Books are a goldmine of knowledge and ideas that can expand your horizons, spark creativity, and offer solutions to problems you may not have even considered. Whether you're reading fiction, non-fiction, or biographies, books expose you to different perspectives and ideas. Set a goal to read regularly, even if it's just for 15 to 20 minutes a day. Over time, this small habit can open your mind to new ways of thinking and living. Learning doesn't stop with books, though. Embrace learning from others, whether through conversations, podcasts, mentorship, or networking. People around you, especially those with different experiences or areas of expertise, have a wealth of knowledge to share. By engaging with others and being open to their insights, you broaden your understanding of the world and learn faster. Don't be afraid to ask questions, challenge ideas, or even seek out a mentor who can guide you on your path. In addition to reading and learning from others, make it a point to reflect on your experiences. Reflection allows you to connect the dots between what you've learned and how it applies to your life. Set aside time regularly to review your actions, thoughts, and progress. Ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? What could I have done differently? This self-reflection helps you avoid repeating mistakes, refine your approach, and reinforce the lessons you've learned. Another critical aspect of lifelong learning is developing a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you believe you can always learn, you become more resilient in the face of setbacks. You're more willing to take on challenges and tackle unfamiliar subjects because you know that through effort and persistence, you will improve. The moment you stop believing in your ability to grow is the moment you start stagnating. You don't have to limit your learning to one area of your life either. Become a student of all things that interest you, whether that's new technologies, creative pursuits, emotional intelligence, or physical health. Explore new hobbies and passions. Try learning new languages, taking online courses, or even experimenting with a new hobby you've never considered. The more diverse your learning experiences, the more you enrich your life and develop a broader skill set. Remember that learning is not just about accumulating knowledge, it's about applying what you've learned. The true power of knowledge lies in how you use it. It's not enough to simply read about growth or listen to motivational speakers. You have to take action, apply the lessons you've learned to your daily life, practice what you preach, and actively make changes that reflect your commitment to evolution. This will not only reinforce your growth, but will also inspire others around you to do the same. Don't be afraid of failure. In fact, embrace it as part of the learning process. Failure is not something to fear. It's an opportunity to learn, adapt, and evolve. Every successful person has faced setbacks, but what sets them apart is their ability to learn from those failures and keep moving forward. Understand that failure is simply a lesson in disguise, and it's often the most powerful learning experience you can have. Lifelong learning requires commitment and curiosity, but the rewards are immense. By committing to continuous growth, you not only unlock a better version of yourself, but you also set the stage for an exciting, dynamic life full of discovery, opportunity, and fulfillment. Every day is a new chance to learn, evolve, and become the person you are destined to be. Start today, embrace learning, and let it guide you toward the best version of yourself. Chapter 8. Unlock the power of consistency for lasting change. When it comes to achieving lasting transformation, there is one secret ingredient that separates those who succeed from those who don't: consistency. It's easy to get excited about making changes in your life, but the real magic happens when you commit to showing up day after day, no matter what. Consistency is the force that drives small efforts to accumulate and create big results over time. It's the key to unlocking sustainable progress, ensuring that the changes you make stick and helping you stay on course when challenges arise. Imagine trying to carve a statue from a block of marble. At first, each tap of the chisel may seem insignificant. You might feel like the stone isn't changing much with each strike. But over time, as you continue to chip away, the shape begins to emerge, and the transformation becomes more and more visible. This is how consistency works. It's the slow, steady process of showing up, taking action, and trusting that eventually the work will pay off. One of the main reasons people fail to achieve lasting change is because they expect results too quickly. They want instant success and often become discouraged when they don't see immediate progress. But true transformation happens gradually. You might not notice huge changes right away, but if you continue with your efforts consistently, the results will compound and become undeniable. The key is to be patient and trust the process. Consistency doesn't mean you need to be perfect. It doesn't require you to never miss a day or to always make the right choices. What matters is your commitment to showing up. You can have setbacks or off days, and that's okay. What counts is your ability to pick yourself back up and continue where you left off. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is. One powerful way to build consistency is by setting realistic, achievable goals. Break down your big dreams into smaller, manageable tasks that you can tackle consistently. Whether your goal is to write a book, get fit, or learn a new skill, the key is to take small, consistent steps every day. Start by dedicating just a few minutes each day to your goal. Over time, those few minutes will add up and lead to massive progress. It's also helpful to track your progress. Keeping a record of your efforts provides motivation and shows how far you've come. Use a journal, calendar, or app to track your daily actions. You'll start to see patterns, celebrate your small wins, and stay motivated even on tough days. Progress tracking keeps you focused on the bigger picture and helps you stay on track with your long-term goals. One of the greatest benefits of consistency is that it builds momentum. Once you start to take consistent action toward your goals, it becomes easier to keep going. Momentum creates a cycle of positive reinforcement. Each step you take builds on the last, and the more you do, the more you want to continue. The hardest part is often getting started, but once you do, consistency helps carry you through. If you find yourself struggling with consistency, try to identify any barriers that might be standing in your way. Time management, lack of motivation, and distractions are some common obstacles. You can overcome these by planning ahead and eliminating distractions. Set specific times each day to work toward your goals and make them non-negotiable. If you find that motivation is lacking, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Remember your purpose and keep that vision at the forefront of your mind. Consistency also requires self-discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals and make the necessary sacrifices for the long-term payoff. It means resisting short-term temptations for the sake of long-term rewards. Build your discipline by gradually increasing the difficulty of your daily tasks. Start with easier habits that are easy to maintain, and as your discipline grows, add more challenging ones. Over time, you'll find that maintaining consistency becomes second nature. Consistency is not only about the actions you take, but also about the attitude you maintain. Approach each day with a positive mindset and a belief that your efforts are contributing to something greater. Trust that the small actions you take today are laying the foundation for tomorrow's success. Even on days when you don't feel like moving forward, remind yourself that staying consistent is the key to progress. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's not about grand gestures or drastic changes. It's about showing up every day and committing to the process. The small, steady actions you take each day are what create lasting transformation. If you remain consistent, the results will speak for themselves. So start today, embrace the power of consistency, and know that each small effort you make is moving you closer to your goals. Chapter 9. Cultivate the art of patience and trust the process. In our fast-paced world, the idea of instant gratification is deeply ingrained in many of us. We want results quickly, whether it's a new fitness routine, a new skill, or a career breakthrough. But the truth is, real and lasting change takes time. One of the most essential skills you can cultivate in your journey of personal growth is the art of patience, learning to trust the process and giving yourself permission to move at the pace that is necessary for your transformation. Patience is often misunderstood. It's not about being passive or complacent. It's not about sitting back and waiting for things to magically happen. Patience is about taking consistent action every day while accepting that the process will take time. It's about acknowledging that growth doesn't happen in an instant and trusting that the small intentional steps you take every day are leading you toward your goals, even if you don't see immediate results. Think about how nature works. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It starts as a small seed, and over time it gradually grows, gaining strength and height with each passing season. Just because you don't see progress on the surface every day doesn't mean nothing is happening beneath the soil. Similarly, the small changes you make in your life, even if they're not immediately visible, are steadily adding up to create lasting transformation. Trust that the seeds you're planting now will bloom in their own time. When you embrace patience, you stop rushing the process. You stop getting frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as you want them to. Instead of focusing on how much time is passing, you begin to focus on the value of the journey itself. Every day is an opportunity to grow, learn, and evolve, and the results will come in their own time. The most successful people in the world didn't reach their achievements overnight. They stayed committed to the process, trusting that their efforts would eventually pay off. The key to patience is also embracing delayed gratification. In our society, we're often encouraged to chase immediate rewards, whether it's through social media likes, quick fixes, or short-term pleasures. But lasting fulfillment comes from the ability to resist the pull of instant rewards and focus on the long-term payoff. Whether you're trying to develop healthier habits, improve your finances, or advance in your career, success requires resisting the temptation of quick fixes and staying committed to the hard work required. While you're developing patience, remember to celebrate small wins along the way. Recognizing the progress you've made, even in small steps, can help you stay motivated. Every effort you make is a step toward the person you want to become. The journey may be long, but that doesn't mean it's not worth celebrating. Whether you've written a chapter in your book, worked out for a week straight, or made one small improvement in your life, celebrate those wins. They are proof that you're moving in the right direction. Another important aspect of patience is learning to manage your expectations. Sometimes we set ourselves up for disappointment by expecting things to happen faster than they realistically will. Unrealistic expectations can cause frustration and derail progress. Instead, set realistic timelines and allow room for setbacks. Understand that obstacles will arise and the path will not always be smooth. Learning to manage your expectations gives you the resilience to push through difficult moments without losing hope. Moreover, patience also involves learning to trust yourself. It's about having faith that you have the skills, determination, and resilience to make it through the challenges that arise. When you trust yourself, you can accept that there will be bumps in the road, but you won't be deterred by them. Trust that you are making progress, even if it's not always visible. Stay patient with yourself and remember that personal growth is a lifelong process. Surround yourself with patience. If you find yourself feeling impatient or frustrated, take a step back and evaluate your environment. Are the people you spend time with encouraging you to trust the process? Are you consuming content that helps you embrace patience and long-term growth? Surround yourself with those who inspire you to take your time and seek out resources, books, podcasts, mentors that reinforce the power of patience. Be patient with the ebb and flow of life. There will be times when things feel stagnant, when progress seems slow, or when you feel like you've hit a plateau. That's okay. Life isn't always about constant forward momentum. It's about learning to flow with the rhythms of growth. Even when it feels like you're not making progress, know that you are. Growth is not always linear, and patience allows you to trust that the process is unfolding exactly as it should. Patience is not about waiting for life to change. It's about allowing life to unfold naturally while consistently showing up to do the work. Trust the process, celebrate your small victories, and resist the temptation of instant rewards. When you embrace patience and learn to trust that progress will come in time, you unlock the power to create lasting change. So, take a deep breath, stay the course, and trust that every step you take is leading you closer to your best self. Chapter 10. Embrace the power of self-compassion on your journey. As you strive to unlock a better version of yourself, it's easy to become your own toughest critic. We live in a world that often encourages perfection, pushing you to constantly strive for more, do more, and be more. But in your pursuit of growth, it's crucial to remember one of the most transformative tools you have at your disposal: self-compassion. Embracing self-compassion allows you to treat yourself with kindness, patience, and understanding, even when things aren't going as planned. It's a practice that can significantly enhance your journey of self-improvement, helping you navigate the ups and downs with grace and resilience. Self-compassion is the practice of being gentle with yourself in moments of failure, disappointment, or struggle. It's recognizing that, as a human being, you are allowed to make mistakes, face challenges, and fall short at times. Rather than beating yourself up when you don't meet your goals or when you encounter obstacles, self-compassion encourages you to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend in the same situation. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your emotional well-being and your ability to continue progressing on your journey. At the heart of self-compassion is acceptance, accepting yourself as you are without judgment. This doesn't mean that you settle for mediocrity or stop striving for better. Instead, it means recognizing that you are already worthy of love, respect, and care, regardless of your achievements or shortcomings. It's acknowledging that being human means making mistakes, experiencing failure, and having setbacks. But these moments don't define you. Self-compassion teaches you to separate your actions from your worth. You are valuable simply because you exist. A critical component of self-compassion is forgiving yourself. We all make mistakes, but many people struggle to forgive themselves, dwelling on past failures and letting them define their present and future. But holding on to guilt and shame only drains your energy and holds you back from moving forward. To embrace self-compassion, you must learn to release those negative feelings, acknowledge what you've learned from the experience, and allow yourself to start fresh. Let go of the idea that perfection is necessary to be worthy of success. Instead, understand that every misstep is simply an opportunity to learn and grow. It's also important to remember that self-compassion is not self-indulgence. It doesn't mean giving up when things get tough or using self-kindness as an excuse to avoid challenges. On the contrary, self-compassion gives you the emotional resilience to face difficulties head-on, without the harsh self-criticism that often leads to burnout. It encourages you to be patient with yourself while still striving for progress. When you're kind to yourself, you give yourself permission to keep going, even when the path feels uncertain or challenging. Incorporating self-compassion into your daily life can also help you build a positive relationship with failure. We often view failure as something to be avoided at all costs, but failure is an inevitable part of growth. The key is how you respond to it. When you treat yourself with compassion in moments of failure, you're more likely to bounce back with a clearer perspective and renewed determination. Instead of feeling defeated, self-compassion helps you see failure as a natural part of the learning process. You become more adaptable and resilient, which helps you move forward with less fear and greater confidence. Practicing self-compassion also means recognizing when you need rest and recovery. In the pursuit of personal growth, we often push ourselves too hard, believing that we must constantly be working towards something. However, rest is just as important as effort. Without it, your physical and mental health can suffer, and your progress can stall. Self-compassion encourages you to listen to your body and mind, to recognize when you need a break, and to honor those needs without guilt. You are allowed to take time for yourself, and it is in those moments of rest that you often come back stronger, with renewed energy and clarity. In your journey toward becoming a better version of yourself, you will encounter obstacles, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. But in those times, instead of beating yourself up, turn inward and offer yourself compassion. Speak to yourself with kindness when things don't go according to plan. Remind yourself that growth is a process, and sometimes the most important thing you can do is keep showing up. When you embrace self-compassion, you create a safe space within yourself to learn, evolve, and thrive without fear of judgment or failure. Self-compassion also strengthens your emotional resilience. When you are kind to yourself, you don't crumble in the face of challenges. Instead, you become more adaptable and able to handle the stresses and uncertainties that life inevitably throws your way. This internal resilience allows you to remain steady in the face of adversity, knowing that you have the strength to overcome anything that comes your way. Self-compassion is a powerful tool that will transform your personal growth journey. It allows you to navigate the ups and downs of life with kindness, patience, and understanding, fostering a deeper sense of self-worth and emotional resilience. By embracing self-compassion, you create a solid foundation of inner peace and strength that will support your continuous growth and evolution. So, be gentle with yourself. You are worthy of compassion, and it is through this kindness that you will find the strength to unlock your fullest potential. Chapter 11. Harness the power of focus for maximum productivity. In the quest for self-improvement, one of the most powerful tools you can wield is focus. We live in a world filled with distractions, constant notifications, endless to-do lists, and a flood of information. It's easy to become overwhelmed and lose sight of what truly matters. But when you harness the power of focus, you gain the ability to filter out distractions, prioritize effectively, and dedicate your full attention to the tasks that will drive you toward your goals. Focus is the key to turning your dreams into reality, and when you learn to master it, you unlock your true potential. Focus is not just about being busy or completing tasks. It's about being intentional with your time and energy. It's about choosing to direct your attention to the most important things and resisting the urge to be pulled in multiple directions. The ability to focus is one of the most valuable skills you can develop, and it's something that can be nurtured and refined with practice. In this chapter, we'll explore the many ways you can cultivate and sustain focus to unlock maximum productivity and success. The first step in harnessing focus is understanding that focus is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. In today's world, we are constantly multitasking, juggling multiple projects and responsibilities at once. While multitasking may seem efficient, research has shown that it actually decreases productivity and increases stress. When you try to focus on too many things at once, your brain switches between tasks, and this constant shifting actually slows you down. The key to maximizing focus is to dedicate your attention fully to one task at a time. One of the best ways to improve focus is by practicing the art of single tasking. Set aside specific time blocks for each task and give it your undivided attention. Whether it's working on a project, reading, exercising, or engaging in deep thinking, choose one thing and do it with all your energy and attention. Try to eliminate distractions during this time. Turn off notifications, close unrelated tabs on your computer, and create an environment that supports concentration. The more you practice single tasking, the better you'll become at maintaining focus and achieving your goals. Another key to focus is prioritization. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with tasks, requests, and information. It's easy to get lost in the noise, but focus requires you to separate the urgent from the important. Take a moment each day to prioritize your tasks. Use a system like the Eisenhower matrix, dividing tasks into urgent, important, and less critical categories to help you decide what truly deserves your attention. Focusing on the most impactful activities will move you closer to your goals and prevent you from getting caught up in tasks that don't add value to your life. To sustain focus over the long term, it's important to take breaks. It may seem counterintuitive, but your brain can only maintain intense focus for a limited time before it becomes fatigued. The Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break, can help you maintain concentration without burning out. Use breaks to stretch, walk, or simply rest your mind. When you return to your work, you'll find that you can focus with renewed energy and clarity. Creating a distraction-free environment is another essential aspect of maintaining focus. Take a look at your workspace. Are there unnecessary distractions? Cluttered spaces, noisy environments, or constant interruptions can hinder your ability to concentrate. Set up a workspace that is conducive to deep work. This might mean keeping your desk organized, using noise-canceling headphones, or designating a specific area for focused work. The environment you work in has a huge impact on your ability to concentrate and stay productive, so make sure it's optimized for your success. Focus also requires mental clarity. When your mind is cluttered with stress, anxiety, or a running list of tasks, it becomes difficult to focus on the present moment. To improve mental clarity, practice mindfulness and meditation. These techniques help you clear mental clutter and bring your attention back to the task at hand. Start with just a few minutes of meditation each day to center your mind and increase your ability to focus. Journaling is another great way to organize your thoughts and relieve stress, allowing you to approach your tasks with a clear, focused mindset. Another important factor in cultivating focus is goal setting. When you have clear, specific goals, it becomes easier to direct your focus toward achieving them. Set both short-term and long-term goals and break them down into actionable steps. This will help you stay focused on what matters most and prevent you from becoming distracted by irrelevant tasks. Review your goals regularly to ensure that your actions align with your larger vision, and adjust your plans as necessary to stay on track. Remember that focus is deeply connected to your mindset. A positive, growth-oriented mindset encourages you to stay focused on solutions rather than problems. When faced with challenges, a focused individual doesn't become overwhelmed or distracted. They stay calm, assess the situation, and take action. Trusting in your ability to focus and stay present allows you to move through obstacles with confidence, knowing that you have the mental tools to overcome anything in your path. Focus is one of the most powerful tools you can use to unlock your full potential. By learning to prioritize, single task, and eliminate distractions, You create an environment that supports productivity and success. Practice mindfulness to clear mental clutter, and remember that consistency and patience are key to improving your ability to focus. When you harness the power of focus, you give yourself the ability to accomplish more in less time and move closer to your goals every day. The journey towards success is not about doing everything at once. It's about doing the right things consistently with complete focus. Chapter 12. Strengthen your emotional intelligence for deeper connection and growth. In the pursuit of unlocking a better version of yourself, one of the most transformative qualities you can develop is emotional intelligence, EQ. While many people focus solely on intellectual intelligence or skills, it's emotional intelligence that often determines how successful and fulfilled you feel in your relationships, career, and personal growth. Emotional intelligence involves the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It's the foundation for effective communication, strong relationships, and personal well-being. By strengthening your EQ, you can elevate your interactions, become more self-aware, and grow emotionally in a way that supports all aspects of your life. Emotional intelligence is made up of several key components: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Each of these elements contributes to your ability to understand and navigate both your own emotions and the emotions of those around you. The more you develop your EQ, the better you become at handling stress, resolving conflicts, and connecting with others in a meaningful way. Let's explore each of these components and how you can strengthen them to unlock your fullest potential. Self-awareness, understanding your emotions. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. It involves being in tune with your emotions, understanding what triggers them, and being able to recognize how they influence your thoughts and actions. When you're self-aware, you can better manage your reactions, make more conscious decisions, and align your actions with your values. To develop self-awareness, start by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, helping you become more aware of your emotional patterns. Journaling is another excellent tool for cultivating self-awareness. By regularly reflecting on your feelings and experiences, you can identify recurring emotional triggers and begin to understand how your emotions influence your behavior. Additionally, seek feedback from others who can offer constructive perspectives on your emotional responses. Self-regulation, mastering your emotions. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your emotions in healthy ways, especially in challenging situations. It's about staying calm under pressure, resisting impulsive reactions, and choosing responses that align with your long-term goals. Self-regulation empowers you to stay composed, make thoughtful decisions, and avoid being overwhelmed by your emotions. To strengthen your self-regulation, practice techniques like deep breathing, mindful pauses, and cognitive reframing. Deep breathing helps calm your nervous system, allowing you to center yourself before reacting. Mindful pauses give you space to step back and assess your emotional state before responding impulsively. Cognitive reframing involves changing the way you perceive a situation, viewing challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles. These practices help you manage your emotional responses, enabling you to stay grounded even in difficult circumstances. Motivation, fueling your drive. Motivation is a key aspect of emotional intelligence that relates to your ability to stay focused on your goals, even in the face of adversity. High emotional intelligence allows you to cultivate intrinsic motivation, or the drive to pursue your goals because they are meaningful to you, not just because of external rewards or recognition. When your motivation is internally driven, you're more likely to persist through challenges and setbacks, making you more resilient and adaptable. To enhance your motivation, set goals that are aligned with your values and passions. When your goals resonate with your deeper sense of purpose, it becomes easier to stay committed. Break large goals into smaller, achievable tasks that give you a sense of accomplishment along the way. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and use these victories as fuel to keep moving forward. Surround yourself with positive influences and inspiring content that reminds you of your why. Empathy, understanding others' emotions. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's a vital component of emotional intelligence that allows you to build strong, supportive relationships. When you cultivate empathy, you're able to connect with others on a deeper level, offer meaningful support, and create environments of trust and understanding. Empathy is not only about recognizing others' emotions, but also about responding in ways that show care and consideration. To enhance your empathy, practice active listening. When engaging with others, give them your full attention, avoid interrupting, and reflect on what they are saying. Pay attention to their body language, tone of voice, and non-verbal cues to fully understand how they're feeling. Ask open-ended questions and be genuinely curious about their experiences. This allows you to connect with them in a way that shows you value their emotions and perspectives. Social skills, building strong relationships. Social skills are about effectively managing relationships and navigating social situations. People with high emotional intelligence are skilled at communicating clearly, resolving conflicts constructively, and building positive, lasting relationships. Strong social skills enable you to work well with others, collaborate effectively, and create environments where people feel valued and understood. To improve your social skills, practice assertive communication, expressing your thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully without aggression or passivity. Focus on building rapport with others by showing genuine interest in their experiences and being present in conversations. Learn how to manage conflicts by focusing on solutions rather than blame, and work on developing your emotional awareness during social interactions. The more you practice positive communication and relationship building, the stronger your social skills will become. The impact of emotional intelligence on personal growth. Strengthening your emotional intelligence can have a profound impact on your personal growth and success. When you are self-aware, you make better decisions and take more intentional actions. When you self-regulate, you avoid being driven by impulsive emotions and instead choose responses that align with your goals. When you are motivated, you stay focused on what matters most, and when you empathize with others, you build deeper, more meaningful relationships. These qualities all work together to help you grow emotionally, mentally, and socially. As you continue to develop your emotional intelligence, you'll notice improvements in how you handle challenges, interact with others, and approach your personal growth journey. Emotional intelligence allows you to not only understand yourself better, but also connect with others in ways that foster trust, collaboration, and support. By embracing and strengthening your EQ, you unlock the ability to navigate life's complexities with greater ease, compassion, and resilience. Emotional intelligence is a powerful force that can unlock deeper connections with yourself and others, enabling you to thrive in every aspect of your life. By cultivating self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, you can transform your relationships, career, and personal well-being. Strengthening your emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey, but the rewards are immeasurable. As you develop your EQ, you'll find that you become not only a more effective communicator and leader, but also a more fulfilled and empowered person, capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and confidence. Throughout this journey, we've explored the steps, strategies, and principles that will help you unlock a better version of yourself, one day at a time. From embracing small, consistent actions to cultivating self-compassion, patience, and focus, each chapter has provided the tools you need to create lasting, meaningful change. The process of growth and transformation is not instantaneous. It is a gradual unfolding that requires commitment, dedication, and a willingness to learn from both success and failure. The most powerful takeaway from this book is that growth is a lifelong journey. It's not about reaching a final destination. It's about continuously evolving, improving, and becoming the best version of yourself, each and every day. You have the power to create the life you desire, but that power lies in your ability to take small, intentional actions that compound over time. Whether it's developing emotional intelligence, mastering your mindset, or embracing discomfort, each action you take today builds the foundation for the person you will become tomorrow. Consistency and resilience are your greatest allies on this journey. There will be days when you don't feel like moving forward, when setbacks seem inevitable, and when doubts arise. But in those moments, remember that progress is often made in the quiet, unnoticed steps you take when no one is watching. Your commitment to showing up, even when it's difficult, will carry you through. And with every small victory, you will grow stronger, more confident, and more capable of achieving the goals you've set for yourself. Embrace the challenges, honor the process, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. Self-compassion is not about perfection. It's about accepting yourself as you are while working to improve. Trust the journey, stay patient, and remember that every effort you make is leading you closer to your true potential. As you move forward, keep these principles close to your heart. Whether you're striving for personal growth, career success, or stronger relationships, these tools will serve as a foundation for all areas of your life. You have everything you need to unlock your best self and create the life you've always dreamed of. The journey may be long, but with each step, you're becoming more of who you are meant to be. So, take a deep breath, continue moving forward, and know that the best is yet to come. You are capable of amazing things, and with the wisdom and strategies shared in this book, there is nothing stopping you from unlocking your full potential.